And welcome to the grand finals of Ramadan challenge. We are here with the final days. It's going to be 2 long days, 8 matches in total, and we'll be witnessing the championship title. Who's going to take it away and who's going to get that 10,000 MVR prize pool, a part of it, a major part of it. So let's see. Right about now, we'll be looking at the teams and we'll be seeing how the drop locations are going. So far, we can see we're starting off with the Erangel, the basic map that all of us love, definitely, because of especially the DP28. But let's see. As the matches go, we'll be able to see how the teams are going to perform. And right about now, the teams are just going to keep on looting on their drop locations. And then we'll be moving in to see how the rest of the teams are going to move into the circle. And as we see the circle going to shift all the way towards shooting range, towards Georgia Pole, Zaruki Hospital, somewhere around there. It's going to be a long way to go into the circle. So let's see how that's going to pave the way for the rest of the teams. But right now, 2 minutes on the clock for the circle to shift in. We got four matches tonight. So I hope everyone get your snacks, whatever drinks that you need, the energy, the Red Bulls, and the painkillers. We'll be having 4 long matches to see which team is going to come up on top for today. But they'll have to maintain that consistency right throughout tomorrow to get the championship title all to themselves. For the moment, we are looking at the teams just loading in. So let's see the teams that are taking part today in this grand finals, the finalists who made their way across the semi-finals. So we have AZGEDA Esports from Maldives, BADI Lockers, Battle Stallion from Bangladesh, E2S TM7, Infinity Club, ISSL Noob Alliance, LNN B4m Team Unstoppable, LNN UnEven, MES B2R, MES IHITxERBIV, MES Mafia Gang, NA OPEX, NA Xtreme Club, REXNRC, RGC Syndicate, VP Esports. So I think this is the first time that we are seeing more Sri Lankan teams than Maldivians in a grand finals. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 Sri Lankan teams, 1 Bangladesh team playing in, and 5 Maldivian teams. So let's see how the matches are going to go in and who's going to get the most out of the circle. Right about now, we have some early rotations coming in from Team VP, who's going to move in towards Georgia Paul. So no sweat there. They are going to be comfortable along that side. Looking at the rest of the teams, we have FN1 who's going to go off and loot off Rozok, and then we have IHITxERBIV also somewhere in school. Yep, they are in their usual fancy drop location. So there are no drop clashes at the moment, like 0 drop clashes, and all 64 players still alive. So let's see who's going to be that unlucky first blood who's going to get taken down, and who's going to be that lucky person to get the first kill from this grand finals of Ramadan challenge. So we'll be able to see the MVP as well, who's going to have the most kills, who's going to deal the most damage on behalf of the team, get those knockbacks and get those kills and secure a whole lot of points. So we'll be able to see. And with that, moving on, we have ISSL, Team ISSL, who is loading up Milta Power, and Milta Power. My bad. Yep, and we have Mamata, Lucifer, Jimmy, and Razor. Already, we were able to see that they have been able to clinch up a Sri Lankan tournament, so they have a whole lot of momentum building up on them, already being the champions on that end. We'll be able to see if they are able to keep that consistency in an international tournament as well. So that's something to watch out for. With that, we have the rest of the usual teams. We have TM7, E2S TM7, all the way, who has come into numerous finals, numerous grand finals, as well as international-wise. I think SWPL, they were able to get the runners-up title, I think, twice in a row, if I'm not wrong. So that's going to be Vanity, Eisenkara, and Fool. So no Eddie here to lead the team for the moment. So probably he'll be joining in the rest of the matches. And then we'll be moving on towards NRC, another crowd favorite of Sri Lanka. We got Amare, Doom, Susti, and Hazin, who will be playing in their performance, as they were able to as well win another Lankan tournament in the recent times. So right about now, ISSL and NRC have been the 2 consistent teams in Sri Lanka. So let's see how further can they go in an international tournament with a prize pool of 190,000 Lankan rupees, if I'm not wrong. It's going to be 10,000 MBR. So let's see, as the first zone closes in, the teams have to start their rotations right about now. Everyone just loading up their phases. And then we have in Milta, the usual team, another Sri Lankan team, having Toda in their team. Another crowd favorite from Sri Lanka. We got Toda, Jay, Miracle, and new player. So let's see how the team is going to do in towards the latter part of the game. Right about now, we are looking at ISSL, we are looking at Team 7 and RC, all of these big names, along with a few underdog teams. I think the usual pro teams making their way, but a few underdog teams were in the vicinity. So we have Uneven, LNN UnEven, so Chemist, Pizza, Beast, and Imad. So these four players have made their way into the grand final. So they are not to put down into a low level. They are definitely up for this grand final. They are going to perform one hell of a performance for sure. So let's see what they have in store for us. And looking at the rest of the teams, we have, I think, another underdog team would be BLK. I think, yep, BLK all the way from Maldives as well. Sutta, Ville, Rock, and Mencho. I've seen them perform in countless tournaments in Maldives, but we are looking at them in the grand final. Definitely, they have up their game and their strategy and how they want to play this grand final. So let's see. They might be the first ever chicken dinner team. So definitely comment down in the chat on who you think is gonna win the grand finals. I mean, who's gonna get the first chicken dinner? Let's go step by step. I mean, who's gonna get the first chicken dinner from this first Erangel match? Just comment down below on who you think it's gonna be. With that, the teams have started their rotations. So we are looking at, I think, a whole bunch of players just, moving in and rotating in that vicinity. So let's see how's it going to go as the teams start their rotations. And with that, we have a lot of teams from the right side of the map. I mean, who's moving into that circle. So I think that's going to be a whole bunch of problems coming in when they start clashing in with each other. That's where the whole lot of problem is going to start breaking off. So let's see how it's going to go as we have the first circle closing in. We have Infinity Club as well, all the way from Sri Lanka. We have INC Frost, Thor, Johnny, and Root, who will be playing in their game as well. So let's see what sort of an action is going to come in from Team Infinity Club as well. Give me a minute, guys. Yep, and with that, we'll be able to see how the teams are going to be performing. So we have the first knock coming in. That's going to be Horse, Rifa, and Mifzal. Two players going down, and that is not going to be a good situation for the side of RGC Syndicate. That's going to be two players who's going to get taken down. Mad Max and Office are going to be the only two players remaining. That's going to be, I think, a tough call if they're able to get the revive. I think that's going to be Cruz, who is going to try and spot out the players from this end. And that's going to be the first fight that's going to break off, as Mifzal is going to be the first blood and he's going to get taken down as well. With that, we'll be able to see how the rest of the teams are going to do as TM7 makes their way with the rotations. They should be able to spot out the players of NA OPEX. So let's see what's going to be happening over there, as the call out is, I think, to start off the rotation. So with the rotations going in, that's going to be some early rotations by a lot of teams, and I think they'll be meeting a whole bunch of players at the bridge level. And looking at the bottom edge, there's minimal players at the bottom edge. That's like a whole bunch of players thinking of going in with the deep end rotation, and they are going to meet a whole bunch of players along with ISSL, OPEX, all moving in that same line, in that same vicinity. It's not going to be the easiest call to make. Now it's going to be a whole lot of bloodbath and a whole lot of early teams going to break in. So let's see what's going to be happening as the teams have started on their rotations. I think there's going to be a whole lot of fights coming in, as we have Team ISSL on this end, who is going to go in and settle in that position for the moment with 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock for the second circle to shift in. They're going to just look at those players all move into the circle, and they are going to try to push themselves as well into the circle. So with that, we have ERBIV as well rotating into the circle. So many of these teams already starting in those early rotations, so nothing to worry there for them. They just need to move in as expected. They'll be just playing it safe and cool for the moment. So 1 minute still on the clock to go for the second circle to shift in. So early rotations avoided. They'll be taking a bunch of late rotations as well. So let's see what sort of a late rotation is going to come in, as we have Team Mafia gang, who should be able to spot out the players who is moving in. Nigesh should be able to take the spray down, but I think they are just going to let it go for the moment. Or is Nigesh going to get the spray down is the question. direction. He might not actually get the spray down. He's just going to move in into that vicinity. He's going to let them go pass by for the moment because he does not want to get in unwanted attention. But TM7 Aizen coming in through this direction as well. He might be spotted on, but I think Aizen isn't going to get spotted out for the moment, or they'll have to break the fight against Mafia gang. Moving into a Jasnaya, but for the moment we'll be looking at the teams all settling in the dead center. We got ERBIV, who some or other manages to go right at the dead center. They are going to play it at the dead center, and Infinity Club as well, looking at a really good position for the moment. And Mafia Rashad getting a knock on to the TM7, and the spray down coming through. Aizen getting finished off there. Abi not OP going to be happy with that kill, and he is going to move into the circle as well, as we have 18 seconds on the clock for the second circle to shift in. Now it's going to be a tough call for the teams to move in. They need to settle in, they need to move in, they need to push in as well. Now TM7 with just 3 players, they'll have to get as much as placement points and as much as kill points possible. And with that, I think it's going to be Xtreme Club who is actually on the verge of getting all those kills, getting all those knockbacks. So let's see how further can they be performing with the call out going to be, as the teams will be moving in further into the circle. I think, yep, the teams are going to push through and going to move in with those rotations. I think it's going to be NRC with the late rotation. I mean, NRC is having the best of days. Literally no one in that vicinity. They just can go like a free bird moving into the circle. Nothing to worry about for the moment. And with that, we have, I think it's going to be ERBIV who is in the vicinity. I think it's going to be Unknown who's going in for that scouting. But I think he's just going to avoid that moment because he knows that there will be players there. And they're just, I think it's going to be ERBIV who's just waiting there, lurking in that part, not going to move in for the moment. And with that, we'll be able to see what's going to be happening over there as the team moves in to the front ditches. I think they should be able to spot out that ERBIV is there in the vicinity. It's going to be Jay who's going to get taken down if he moves in that part, exactly in that part. If he keeps moving, I think Grigor Funky, who's going to get him spotted out, is going to get an easy kill secured. Yep, Jay goes down and Funky should be able to get that knock as well, as Jay gets finished off just like that. Instant kill coming through, and now backing up is going to be Torda with that 1 HP. He's going to start backing up, and it's going to be ERBIV with that happy kill, and now he's going to go on with that nade throw. So many nades being thrown in, not entirely necessary to throw off those nades. We'll be able to see how well is ERBIV. I mean, where are their vehicles? Definitely ERBIV just, you know, moving up the vehicles. That was one hell of a cap move coming in. Definitely going to give a heart attack for the side of NA OPEX. And let's see what the rest of the teams are going to do as they move into the circle. We'll be able to see a 3-man squad gameplay from TM7 as well as OPEX. For the moment, they are losing their players one by one, and Syndicate having the lowest of players. I think 2 players, I think they got taken down, the full team getting eliminated. I did not witness that action coming through, but we have the second circle shifting in. And definitely comment down below who you think is going to get this first chicken dinner. And with that, the teams, you know, now settling in the zone. I think it's going to be Infinity Club with that advantage of having the circle all to themselves. So they are going to be happy with that for the moment. So let's see what sort of an action is going to come in from them, as well as we have B2R on the edges as well. Now it's going to be a whole lot of bloodbath coming through. We'll be able to see how the teams are going to fight off for their top spot and who's going to get the first ever chicken dinner. We got a Miramar followed by Miramar, a Sanok, and another Wrangle. So we got 4 matches today and 4 matches tomorrow. So let's see what is going to be the case over here, as we have B4m who is rotating. Snowy gets the knock there. Brilliant knock coming through from Snowy, able to secure that kill as well. Atom should be able to secure that kill. And now only 3 players remaining is going to be Bishop, Dinel, and Cyclone. The only 3 players remaining. So let's see what is going to happen from that end as well. And with that, now we have Grim as well getting the knock on towards Bishop. That's going to be another knock coming back. And now Chainsaw trying to go with that 1v1. Should be able to get it. Yep, gets Cyclone. Last player remaining is going to be Dinel. And he is going to get taken down. Will he be taken down? I think he's going to play it for the placement. He's going to move away. He does not want to take the fight for the moment. And looking at B2R, I saw B2R also into some action. But right about now, they are safe for the moment. And with that, the teams are moving in 2 different directions, 2 different vicinities. So let's see what is going to be happening as the teams are settling inside the circle. The third circle, 33 seconds on the clock for the third circle to shift in, where fights can break out and where teams can go down. We have 15 teams still alive to see the night. So let's see who's it going to be as Dinel comes in towards the compound. He might get taken down, but no, he is going to move in towards the direction of the circle. He might meet the makers of ERBIV. If he keeps on towards this direction, he should be knowing that there should be players surrounding this vicinity, and it's going to be Dinel who's going to come in and try to move in towards close towards ERBIV. ERBIV going to give another full-on confusion as Dinel is going to get taken down as well. That is one hell of a move coming in as ERBIV get 2 easy kills just by doing nothing. There are players literally coming into the ditch to try and spot out the players of ERBIV. With that, we have Xtreme Club as well, who has 4 kills to their name, and they are going to play it as safe as ever, as because 4 points is going to be one hell of a momentum for them. So let's see what sort of play is going to come in from them. With the teams moving into the circle, NRC as well, still no action coming in from them. They are going to just, play it off cool. Settling in that circle, we got Hazen, Susti, Doom, Amare, trying to spot out players. And with that, TM7 Kara is going to be the only player who is surviving for the moment. So he's going to just play it for the placement. He's going to move into the circle. And with this circle shifting in, it's going to be a lot of bloodbath and a lot of back-to-back fights that's going to be taking place. So Mafia gang on the other hand side coming in from the back ends. It's going to be Rocky. I think Rocky is going to get taken down if he comes in. Yep, he should be able to get spotted out. Now he's going to hear the footsteps and he is going to call off the team. But I think at the moment it's going to be BLK who's going to get stuck in forever. If they make a move in towards that direction, it's going to be one hell of a tough point. I think, yep, that's going to be the call out. As the circle moves in towards the vicinity of ERBIV, and now BLK really getting that knock. I think it's going to be RB, not OB, who got the knock. And now VP moving into the circle. We'll be able to see how the rest of the teams are going to be pushing through, as VP might again meet the makers of ERBIV. ERBIV might give the scam again. A scam of a lifetime might come in as Funky down towards 1 HP. Grim gets a beautiful knock there, but it's going to be a trade-off coming in. Chainsaw and Grim, and now ERBIV, the fight is going to break down as he spots out Destro. Does he actually spot out Destro is the question. He should be able to spot out Destro. He needs to heal as well. So let's see what is going to be happening here as well as the nade comes through. And now Grim just going to move in and, try to find a different angle if I'm not wrong. Now the nades are going to come through. This is going to be a good nade if he connects it properly. Goes on with the nade through, but does not connect. Oh, it's just a smoke thrown in, but Destro gets the kill onto his chainsaw. And now so much of damage dealt in. ISSL also breaking their fight, and right now we are looking at VP and ERBIV. So let's go in with that eagle view to check out how the damage is being dealt in, as VP is stuck at the moment. They do not know what is happening at the moment, as we have Destro getting the knock onto a Snowy as well. Now it's going to be Grim who is surviving through. Destro is going to come in for the rush, and Grigor might actually get the nade on. Now it's going to be Grim who is going to get the spotted on, but Grim gets taken down, and VP getting eliminated. It's going to be ERBIV coming up on top with that 5 kills. Beautiful 5 kills secured there. Now the team's pushing into the circle. We got ISSL also who got into some action. So quickly moving into his ISSL. That's going to be 2 kills secured. It's going to be Lucifer, none other than Lucifer, to secure the 2 kills for the team, if I'm not wrong. Yep, and with that, we have the team just moving slowly and steadily into the circle. So let's see. For the moment, we are looking at INC. Sorry, not INC. It's going to be Mafia gang who is getting some knockbacks. It's going to be RB, not OB, who is knocked at the moment and has to move into the circle. I am not sure. He can't get the revive as the circle is shifting in. He needs to move himself into the circle. And again, looking at Battle Stallion as well. So many fights breaking up. So trying to cover as much as possible for the moment. It's going to be Battle Stallion. It's going to be Dynas who gets the revive and moves away. Going to get that heal coming through. And it's going to be none other than Xtreme Club who's taking the fight against Battle Stallion. So the smokes are being deployed by Horse. We got Truce, Taru, and Gudda who's going to get the knockback. So let's see. I think the nades are going to get the connection on towards Rhythmix. For the moment, Horse just going in that snake position, but gets spotted out by INC Root. That's going to be another fight breaking off. That's going to be Horse who's going to get taken down, and Root is going to be happy with that kill. Now moving into that circle, we still have Erbiu who has the circle. Might be one hell of a game, might be one hell of a chicken dinner coming in from Erbiu. So let's see what sort of a play is going to come through, as we have long end rotations being taken in right about now. Early rotations coming in from OPEX, moving into the circle. I think moving into the vicinity of B2R for the moment. I think there is players there. I think spots on the players and now moves in dead directly into the circle should be the call. So let's see what is going to be the call out, as we have the teams moving into the circle. And right about now, it's just going to be another moment of truth, as B2R should be able to spot out the players from this angle. And with that, we'll be able to see what sort of move is going to come through. And as we have the teams now throwing in those nades, trying to get those initial knocks, but the damage is dealt by B2R as well. They know that there are players in this vicinity and they need to push into the circle as well. So let's see what is going to be the exact call out. I mean, the first knock coming through, I think it's going to be a 3v3 exact situation. Again, we'll go for that eagle view to see how the nades are being used, perfectly pinpointed. Right about now, the teams, you know, just knowing that there are players there, I think it's going to be a bit confusing for the teams to move in towards the direction of the circle, as we have the 5th circle closing in. We have some fights breaking out from different directions, from different angles. We'll be able to see as the teams move in towards the circle. I think it's going to be B2R with that one vehicle. They only have that one vehicle to move in. It's not going to be easy, as Neo can actually get the knockbacks, but no, the circle edge is being played in by B2R for the moment. So let's see, with that circle edge being played in, it's going to be, I think, Neo getting finished off by ISSL. Jimmy from another back end. It might be ISSL's game as well. Not entirely sure how that's going to be played off as spray downs come through. I think now moving into the circle is going to be a tough call for this for the side of OPEX, as they move in slowly and steadily, trying to get a good position, trying to get a vantage point. But let's see what is going to be happening as new player gets a whole lot of damage. Now throwing those smokes, I think it's going to be B2R who is dealing most of the damage. Now coming into the circle, trying to get a good spot all to themselves. I think Miracle on the other hand side is again with a whole lot of damage coming in from their end. It's going to be the vehicle blast coming through. Now looking at those nades, I think it should be those nades that is going to come through, as we have Mafia gang on the other hand side taking a whole lot of damage and dishing out a whole lot of damage. Now ISSL having the circle all to themselves. Now moving into the circle without those vehicles is going to be the tough call. So let's see as the teams try to position themselves into good angles. I think it's going to be B2R who's going to have the advantage from moving in, trying to get those knocks now, trying to throw those smokes and move into the circle. I think it's going to be Doom who is coming to us close. I think Doom is getting the nades from this end on towards himself. It's going to be a hard call out, as they need to focus on the front lines as well as on the back line. Now Miracle down towards low HP. Ernie gets the knockback there, and he should be able to get finished off there. The kill should be coming through, as Destro is also dishing out some damage. Looking at Destro on the other hand side, we got Erbi who is going back-to-back fights coming through from their end as well. Now moving to the circle, we have Amare, but Jimmy is there to welcome Amare. Right at the circle, it's going to be ISSL Lucifer who's going to get taken down from UnEven. And UnEven also, the underdog team might actually come up on top from this end. So let's see what is going to be happening, as we have so many good teams, so many pro teams taking on the fight. But now looking at the circle, moving into the circle, not going to be the easiest of call. As the spray down comes through, just getting the spray down, but moving into the circle now. By foot is the call, as they keep on moving on with the run, but Miracle goes down. And now we'll be seeing Doom with that spray down coming in. Now Amare getting the spray down here from Daughter, but doesn't connect that much. Amare goes down as well. Now moving into the circle, we'll be looking. Hassan should be getting spotted out as well. Hassan gets spotted out as well. Now it's all up to Doom. Moving into the circle isn't going to be easy, as now Daughter is going to be the only remaining player, as he quickly goes on with the heal. But no, he gets taken down. And now so many play zone kills coming through. Inasi makes their way into the circle, but so much of damage dealt there. Now we're looking at UnEven Chemist as well. Chemist, Pizza and Beast looking for the chicken dinner. Spots out Razor, goes on with the spray down. Razor dishing out that damage, but no, ISSL might be looking for their first chicken dinner. But we'll be able to see as 4 kills are being secured in from this end. The kills are being secured back to back, and now the tables have turned, as 3 players have got taken down in all of those fights. Continuous breakouts coming through. Now Grigor with the 7 team kills. Grigor goes down with a beautiful nade from UnEven, and the underdog teams might actually come up on top, quickly going into that eagle view. It might be actually B2R who will be able to get the chicken dinner, having the zone advantage for themselves at the moment. We'll be able to see what is going to be happening as Razor is knocked over here. Razor has gotten the knockback, and now ISSL need to focus on the circle. Uneven on the other hand side. The team from Maldives might be looking for the underdog chicken dinner. 5 kills on the board for them. Last 4 teams surviving. Who's going to be the first chicken dinner team? And we got 7 kills coming in from Mafia gang, and Rocky going to be the last surviving player. He can spot out the players of Uneven, but he's going to just stay there calm and quiet, soothing there in the grass, in the grassy plains. He's going to spot out Pizza. He can take out Pizza as easy as cake. So let's see what's going to happen as well, as we have the teams moving in. Now Jimmy should be able to spot out the 2 players of B2R. He's going to play this as safely as ever. He's not going to make the call. He's not going to make the mistake, as Mamata gets the knock on to his Uneven Beast. And now the call out should be correct as Ernie goes down. Now Ernie should be getting spotted down, but Envoy B2R should be getting the knock on to his Jimmy. Let's see, the kill gets secured there. It's going to be the Eagle View coming in all the way, looking at how ISSL 3 players just surviving there. Tough call for them as they are having the high ground advantage. Pizza goes down for the side of Jimmy. Jimmy is set on a mission right now. He might actually win it all for Team ISSL all the way from Sri Lanka. And we have the last 3 surviving teams going to be all 3 from Sri Lanka at the moment. We got B2R, we got Pixie and Envoy, who is from the bottom line. So let's see if they are able to get on those knockbacks from the side of ISSL. Looking at Mafia Rocky, what a survival instinct coming in from him. Now Pixie is going in with that prone position, trying to get closer and closer as ever towards Jimmy. But I think Jimmy is not going to go into that vicinity. Jimmy might actually take on a totally different rotation. I think he should be able to take on a different rotation. He should be able to move in towards the tree and easily get the knockbacks onto his B2R. But let's see as the final call out comes. It might actually be ISSL's chicken dinner. I mean, that momentum building in from them, that consistency. What a performance coming in from them. We'll be able to see who's going to get this first ever chicken dinner, and then we'll be moving in towards the Miramar, Sanok, and then we have the Erangel as Mafia Rocky is out of the circle. This might be the time, for Mafia Rocky to go on with that heel battle. But no, Razor gets the knock on towards Pixie. And now it's going to be B2R Envoy, the only player remaining. Razor might actually go in for the clutch, and he gets the kill. It's actually Envoy B2R who goes outside the place, and Mafia Rocky somehow healing himself into second place. What a performance, what a play coming in from them. Nice consistent play coming in, as Mafia Rocky should be able to get the heals, and ISSL are looking for their first ever chicken dinner of this Ramadan Challenge Grand Finals. What a play from them. What amazing consistent play coming in from Mamata, Razor and Jimmy as the match goes to an end. There you go, folks. Your first ever chicken dinner team in this Grand Finals is going to be none other than Team ISSL. 5, 6, 7 kills on the board. In second, we have Mafia Gang, again with that 7 kill mark. And in third, we have B2R with 6 kills coming in only from Ernie. So let's see how the rest of the matches go, as we have a Miramar, the largest map in PUBG Mobile, followed by Sanok and Erangel. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back shortly with the Miramar match. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here with the second match. That's gonna be a Miramar match, and we'll be looking at the first knock coming by. It's gonna be IHITxERBIV versus AZGEDA, where Poppy gets knocked out from this end, so it's gonna be a bit hard to get the revive from this end. So at the moment, it's going to be Grigor with the VSS who was able to get the knockback, and now the team will actually try to look and push in. So let's see what's going to be the call out as the teams are looting for the moment. It's going to be Destro with the win 94, but he needs to focus on getting more of this loot and try to focus on the circle. But for the moment, they have the circle as well, and in Pecado, we have the fight breaking off against Xtreme Club as well as it's going to be RGC Syndicate. So RGC Syndicate not having the best of games in the first match. This is going to be the match which will be the decider for them to maintain the level of points. Because 8 matches isn't a whole lot of matches. It's just a bunch of 2 days with 8 matches being played. So a total of, I would say, probably 100 mark will let you stay in the race. Probably a 60 mark. I would say 60 mark. Yep, 100 mark would be a bit too much unless the team is able to get 4 chicken dinners. That would be ISSL keeping their consistency. That's going to be a whole lot of 90 odd points that's going to rack up, and it's going to be a whole lot of troublesome for the rest of the teams. But at the moment, looking at St. Martin, Power Grid Graveyard, it's all in the clear, and literally everyone can just make in their rotations. But for the moment, we got the teams just looting in their fray. As we can see, El Azhar, we got the team from Bangladesh. We did not see the top level performance coming in from them. Since them being the professional team from Bangladesh, we'll be able to see more of those professional players coming in from Battle Stallion. We got Elite, Ritnix, Dynast, and Chiku who will be playing it off, representing Bangladesh for the moment. And looking at INC on the back end, we got Johnny, Thor, Root, Iran, who did not have the best game as well. With the circle shifting in, now the teams will have to prep for those rotations as we have B4m who is moving in towards the compounds where B2R is a tad bit close by. It's not going to be the best move that they are doing for the moment. It's going to be Raze, Cyclone and Bishop who's moving in towards the vicinity of Pixie, if I'm not wrong. Yep, it's going to be Pixie who should be hearing the vehicle moving right around them for the moment. And now Pixie is just going to move in. From this end, he's just going to move in. He should be able to spot out the vehicle sounds coming in closer to him. And now the spray down's coming through on to Bixie. He's just going to move away, far away. And probably he's going to take the fight, if I'm not wrong. Nope, he's going to move in towards his teammates as they had a decent game as well. And looking at Mafia gang on the other hand side, yeah, that's going to be the team that is in La Cobreria. They had one of the best games as well. Getting that second position with 7 kills is definitely going to match up to 20-point mark, just as ISSL. And with that, we have the first circle closing in, so we'll be able to see how the teams are going to make their way, secure those vehicles, and move into the circle. So looking at Impala, we got NA OPEX, we got Miracle, we got Torta, new player, J. Moving on, we have Uneven as well, the underdog team who was able to surprise us with a decent amount of performance coming in from Chemist, Imad, the Beast, and Pizza. So let's see how well are they going to be performing in Miramar as well. They need to get their loot sorted up as well. So let's see, as the first circle closes in, we'll be able to see more of this action coming through, with the teams looking to position themselves in a better position. And right about now, the standoff in Pecado, it's going to be a whole drag out coming in from RGC Syndicate as we have Mad Max with the VSS trying to get the knock on to the Xtreme Club, but not working so well. VSS isn't always your friendly neighborhood gun, as Cruz is getting spotted on, and now he's doing a whole lot of damage. They're on towards Mad Max. Mad Max down towards 1 HP. Oh, Mad Max getting knocked there by Gudda. He shouldn't have played it that way. He was getting a whole lot of damage, and he was taking that damage all on himself. And now it might actually be the time for Xtreme Club to push through. we'll be able to see what's going to be happening on that end as we have the first circle closing in. We got NRC as well. We did not see the performance coming in from NRC as well. So this might be the game that they will be showing their range of performance. But for the moment, we have Amre Hazin who will be moving into the circle. 300 meters. So first circle isn't going to be much of a troublesome play for these teams, as even in Pecado they have the circle all to themselves. But with this move from the second circle, we'll be able to see what sort of an action is going to come through. Yeah, where were you? Yep, with that we have NRC again moving in with that one vehicle rotation. I mean, not the best of ideas, but they are confident that there is no one in the vicinity for the moment, so they are just going to go in towards the circle. With that, we'll be looking at ISSL, the last match, chicken dinner team. We got Fraser, Mamata, Lucifer, and Jimmy. The Wonder Four who will be playing in. I mean, who is being having good days ahead of themselves. So let's see how further can they take this championship title under their name as well. This will be one hell of a game coming in. This might be a crucial game actually to match up to a good lead from the rest of the team. So let's see ISSL's probably their favorite map going to be Miramar, as we know. The second circle has shifted in through. Now with the teams rotating in, uneven coming in with that rotation, with that back end rotation, it's going to be Beast who is going to take his time and start rotating in. With that Mad Max with the VSS getting the knock on towards Cruz. So that's the long-awaited fight in Picado. But with the teams rotating in, not going to be much of a troublesome play coming in from them. They are going to be happy with the rotations that they are doing. Because since Miramar being a whole large map scenario, I think teams are not going to be, I would say teams are not going to be worried about their rotations in the early game. Because they know that there's going to be a lot of free space with only 16 teams alive. But with the latter zones, probably with the third circle coming in about 1 minute and 40 seconds, we have the next circle pushing up. So let's see. With that, we have Team VP as well, all the way from Sri Lanka, another team who has been consistent in making their way into the grand finals. They happen to just miss out on a few points in certain occasions, but we'll have to see how their performance is going to be affecting today's games as well. So 2 more games to go after this. We got a Sanok, the smallest map, and anything can happen map. It's basically the tagline that I would use towards Sanok. Literally anything can happen in Sanok. With that, we have B2R getting on those damages onto a Team VP. Yep, with those spray runs coming through, we have and we have Abi who is going to take the fight against INC. Spots out Root, gets the knock on towards Root, and now we'll be looking at the rest of the players as Grigor goes down with the spray down, and now Johnny might be looking at Funky as well. So let's see as the knockbacks come through. It's going to be hard to get the revive on towards Root, and now trying to spot out the rest of the players. I think it's going to be Johnny who is going to get spotted out, but no, Johnny quickly. Oh, that jump and punch coming in from Johnny. He should be able to survive this through, but Root gets taken down. It's going to be a bad day coming in for Root. Now it's up to Destro and Grigor, who is again knocked back over here. The revive comes through from Vish. Now Destro, will he be able to get the revive? Yep, Funky is going to go and get the revive. Again, another fight breaking out. It's going to be RGC Syndicate. Who's going to take the fight. It's going to be 2 knocks coming through from new player. Should be able to get the finishers through. And now the team should be rushing through against the side of RGC Syndicate. Looking at the Regal view. Let's quickly go in for the Regal view as we have new player coming in, crashing into its compound. It's going to be Office who's going to take the fight. But no, it's going to be new player who goes on with the 1v3. Is it the 1v3 or is it the 1v4? I think it's going to be the 1v3 coming in from OPX new player. What a play coming in from him. I'm not exactly sure why. Yep, that's going to be a 1v4 coming in from OPX new player. What a performance coming in. RGC Syndicate having one hell of a bad day tonight. Two matches gone to waste, but I hope they come back. I mean, we have seen Syndicate perform numerous times in the semi-finals. It was dominating performance coming in from them. So probably just another bad day. And with that, looking at ERBIV with that one kill secure, they were able to get the whole team revived onto their feet. And INC, on the other hand side, will be trying to get those kills secured, but not going to be an easy call. They'll have to push through and try to survive as much as possible for the moment. So let's see what is going to be happening from this end, as we have Jay on this fray, who's going to spot out the vehicles for the moment, trying to look out for those enemies, because he got scammed real good in the last match, so he probably doesn't want this match also to go to waste. So let's see, as the teams start moving into the fray, we'll be able to see what sort of action is going to come through. Again, looking at the top end of the map, totally clear and totally simple to say. There is literally no one coming in from the top end. Just two teams coming in. That's going to be Team BLK. And looking at Mafia, rush shot on the other hand side. Gets the knock on towards B2R. That's going to be 2 kills secured. And it's going to be NRC again, who is going to get into some action as well against BLK. Well, the spray down coming in on towards Envoy. Should be able to get the knockback on, as Mafia Rocky will be going in with the spray downs, but Envoy B2R on the other side should be able to heal himself up. That's going to be a whole lot of damage coming in from Miramar. And now with the smoke being popped through, the circle is going to shift in towards the favor as NRC fights off against BLK, as Amari goes down, and it's going to be Hassan as well going down, if I'm not wrong. That's going to be 2 knocks coming through. Now Doom should be getting knocked, but NRC gets eliminated from the first. It's going to be BLK. What a performance coming in from BLK. This is unexpected plays coming through. It's going to be Mencho and Rock who was able to take down the team. And NRC going into it too soon in Miramar is going to change up the gameplay totally. We'll be able to see what's going to be happening as we have the team shifting in towards the circle. Now looking at the top end, literally no one for the moment. But right about now, we are having our eyes on ERBIV and INC, who's having the better of the circle, but TM7 as well in a pretty good position where they can rotate safely towards St. Martin. ISSL on the other hand side will have to take the fight against Battle Stallions. And with that, RB not OP getting knocked down. Looking at RB not OP, it's going to be Nigesh as well going down. That's going to be 2 knocks coming through. It's going to be the SKS shots. It's going to be the tap shots coming in, where we'll be able to witness, I mean, Miramar, definitely the map to witness all those sniper rifle and bolt action, as Nigesh is trying to get finished off. B4m might actually go for the push on towards Mafia gang. Yep, the push comes through, as should be able to spot out, but now Rashad should be giving away that footsteps. So let's see, as the spray down comes through, it's going to be Chen who's going to get taken down there. Some damage coming through. Abi getting a whole lot of damage as well. The nade should be cooked through as Chen gets it, but Ray should be able to take down, but no, Abi gets him down. But now Abi not only goes down, but Rashad also goes down. Nice cover sprays coming in from Bishop. It's going to be Rocky. The only player remaining will just be the KGF moment, where Rocky saves the entire crowd of his teammates. So let's see, it's going to be Bishop who is going to be the player surviving, but gets the revive through. And now Rocky coming in from the back end. He should be playing the survival game, as the third circle is shifting in as well. It's going to be third circle, yep. And as we see the third circle, what a crowded space coming in from that bottom edge. We have all of those teams, and Mafia gang gets eliminated as well. And now it's the open spaces for the new teams to come up on the tabletop. So let's see what is going to be the situation, as ERBIV should be able to spot out a whole lot of teams who is right about now in the circle. It's going to be ERBIV with the high ground advantage, who can play this off. They should be knowing that there are players right below them. The spray down might actually come through on towards new player. Yep, it's going to be the spray down coming in from Destro. He should be able to get the spray down. But let's see what is going to be happening. And as we have here, we have some spray down coming here on to the side of Mafia Rocky, who might be going in for the 1v4. Let's quickly check out what's happening here as he gets those 2 knockbacks coming through. 3 knocks actually. Might be going for the 1v4 now. Mafia Rocky should heal himself up. But no, down to his low HP. Both of the team players need to heal themselves. Rocky can go in, but Rocky goes with the Molto. Should be getting the knock on towards Cyclone, but no, Cyclone does not have the healables. Goes out with the spray down. Does he get the knockback? No. Now going on with Raze, but he gets taken down. He just missed out on that 1v4. It would have been a brilliant play coming in from Rocky, but Bishop and Chen getting finished off there. I think B4M should have been able to survive this through, dealing a lot of damage. Looking at that top angle now, look at that hardship coming in. A brilliant sense of the zone, I would say, as the teams need to move into the circle now. It's going to be one hell of a tough call for them to make as they need to make their way into the circle. We'll be able to see how the rotations are going to be made in as we have VP on the other hand side. 3 kills secured for the side of VP. Got Atom, the only player surviving, has to take the fight against AZGEDA. It's going to be Poppy. The only player remaining is going to be Poppy, who's going to go with the 1v1 on towards Atom. So let's see. As the circle closes in 54 seconds, it's going to be Poppy who's still out of the circle. Adam should be able to get the spotting on as Poppy tries to smoke his way into the circle. So let's see what is he able to do for the moment. With the rest of the teams making their way into the circle, it's going to be none other than I think it's going to be the fight of ISSL and OPEX, if I'm not wrong. Not exactly sure, as the team is moving in towards the circle for the moment. I think it's going to be a new player who was able to get the knockback on towards ISSL. Ramadan, the finish comes through and he's going to be moving into the circle. What a finish coming through. A quick finish coming in from new player, and new player literally with 5 kills on the board. Solo kills being played in, and now trying to spot the rest of the team, rest of the players. He's going to get taken down if he keeps up to this momentum. Yep, his buggy gets thrown off and now he's going to get knocked off. He was two in the fray. He should have just played it off with the team, and now he's not going to be able to get the revive as STALLION is the team who was able to get the knockback, and now he's going to get finished off there. It's not going to be an easy revive coming through. I think that was some cheesy play coming in from new player. Should have played it with the team as they make their way into the circle. But right now, looking at the rest of the teams, Chiku is going to be able to get the finish on to them as well. And now we have only 2 players surviving this through. As we have the team moving into the circle, I think it's going to be a bike ride coming in from Todd. What a bike ride, and he somehow or other manages to make his way into the circle for the moment. As Thor gets the spray down on from a different angle, now it's going to be a hard call to get the revive as well. So many back-to-back knocks coming through, and now INC having the better of the circle. It's going to be UnEven who's going to move inside the circle as well. So let's see what is going to be happening as well. As the smokes are being deployed from different angles, from different directions, we'll be able to see what is going to be happening as the team comes through, comes crawling in. We have so many teams taking the fight from different angles, from different directions, and it's going to be none other than Jay coming to get the revive. And that's going to be a nade. The nade is being popped there. He's going to get taken down from the nade. Jay in a whole lot of pressure drops the nade onto a Torda. And Torda gets finished there. Jay in a whole lot of pressure there. What was he even thinking? And now looking at him, ISSL, it's going to be Razor as well who's going to get taken down. And now with the smokes being deployed, should be able to get the revive. BLK moving into the circle now. It's going to be the only 2 players surviving. As the teams move into the rotation, it's going to be IHITxERBIV who should be having the better of the circle as well. Yep, they have the circle to play with. 4 kills on the board. That centralized rotation coming in from IHITxERBIV plays in handy for them from the 2 maps that they played. So let's see what sort of an action is going to come through. As we have BLK also moving in from the back end, they're going to meet the makers of B4m, and now we are coming down to the last and final few moments of Miramar. We'll be able to see a whole lot of action coming through. So let's see what sort of an action is going to pave the way as they move into the circle. It's going to be STALLION on this end who's going to move inside the circle with the 5th circle closing in. It's going to be a whole lot of damage coming in from there. Spray down comes through. It's going to be a lot of spray down coming through on from them and gets one knock there. And now Miracle is going to move into the circle with the 5th circle moving in. We'll have to see how Jay is going to move inside the circle as well as that long in rotations come through. And now spray downs coming in from IHITxERBIV as well onto the side of Xtreme Club who's outside the circle. It's not going to be a really tough call for Xtreme Club to move into the circle. With the 5th circle moving in, it's going to be a whole lot of damages coming through as Jay moves into a circle. Now he needs to heal himself as well. He somehow manages to make himself inside the circle. On the other hand side, we have the teams of ISSL still surviving this through, trying to get those initial kills, trying to get the smokes in, trying to get those nades thrown. But we'll have to see as Miracle gets finished off with the nade. It's going to be Jay getting finished off by Lucifer. And now we have Blood Stallion and UnEven, if I'm not wrong, who's inside the circle, who's going to play the game of fighting for the circle for the moment. It might be a new chicken in a team, or it might be actually ISSL who's going to be able to get the chicken dinner. So let's see as they move in. They have only 1 kill secured under their name, but the kills don't matter when you have the chickens at hand. And for the moment, we have INC as well, who has the higher ground. They might have to take the fight against Erbu. But for the moment, Atom on the other hand side might take the fight against Destro. Destro with that 1 HP gets the knock there. It's going to be all up to Snowy. Snowy gets the knock on towards Destro. Now the nade being thrown in. That's going to be a low toss, and that's not going to do any good for them for the moment. As the spray run comes through, it's going to be a whole lot of nades coming through from the side, as well as Funky should be able to get the knock. And now the spray run coming through. Snowy goes on. Should be able to get the knock on towards Funky. Gets the knock on towards Funky. Now the spray run coming through. Visco's down. That's going to be a 1v3 coming in from Snowy. On towards Zerbu. What a play coming in from Snowy to be able to get that 1v3 on Zerbu. And now pushing himself into the circle. Will he be able to make it is the question. Because BLK is ready to get them. Ready to actually invite Snowy into the circle, but Snowy is going to get taken down. He's still not inside the circle, and he's going to go down to the play zone. And that's a sad call coming through, but ISSL still surviving is through with 1 kill. And that consistent performance coming in from ISSL, they'll be looking for their second chicken dinner. Will that be the case? Is going to be the call right now as Mamada leads them from the lobby. We'll be able to see the Lankan Elephant being taken down early on for the moment. As we have Chemist, Imad, Beast over here, who will be trying to just settle there, who will have to move into the circle sooner or later. And right about now, Thor trying to get those knocks, trying to get those nades from the high ground. They need to move into the circle as the knock comes through on towards Lucifer. Now the nade should be taking him down. Yep, that's a beautiful nade coming through. Jimmy is going to be the only player surviving for the side, as Jimmy might actually get taken down as well. We'll have to see as the nades are being thrown in for the moment. And with that INC now, who will have to make their way in the circle, it's going to be Iran and Thor with that 4 kills. Last 5 teams alive. Spray down should be coming through, but not going to be easy as none of these teams are in the open spaces. None of these teams have the zone to themselves. As we have ISSL, Jimmy and Razor, the only 2 players surviving for the moment. And with that, we'll be able to see how are they going to push into the circle is the question for the moment. As we have the rest of the team going to come into the circle. Let's go into that quick eagle view coming through. It's going to be Blood Stallion surviving this through. And now INC Thor goes down for the side of Blood Stallion. And it's going to be Elite who was able to get that knockback. And now Beast, Uneven Beast from the upper hand might be doing some damage as ISSL slowly and steadily making their way into the circle. As the rest of the teams are going to come through. And that's going to be Chiku, who should be able to spot out the players of ISSL, who is right inside the container. Are they inside the container? ISSL are inside the container. What sort of a zone play is this? ISSL literally inside the circle, inside the container. They have the zone. They are going to play this for the players, and they are going to come up and give a surprise, total surprise for the team of BS. I'm not exactly sure if BS actually knows that there are players there. But with that BLK, I think having the better of the circle has that one tiny airdrop as well to play it off. So let's see as we have Uneven Beast, 2 players from BLK. It's actually Razor who comes into the circle. Razor going to get taken down by BS Elite and going to get finished off. And he should have just stayed there. He should have survived there. But I think Jimmy is going to go in for the heal battle as the smokes come through. Now BLK will be looking for their chicken dinner. But BS, Blood Stallion on the other side. Chico goes down for the side of Rock. Beautifully done. And now Blood Stallion on the other side. They are actually coming through. They might actually be able to get the chicken in. Now the nades are being popped through. The nade should be doing a whole lot of damage, but no, does not dish out the damage. Now Rock coming in the open space. The Rock goes down for the side of Rhythmix. I mean, why rush in the open spaces when you have the zone advantage? But looking at the circle, ISSL is going to go in for the heal battle for the moment. They aren't going to come through. It's going to be Blood Stallion who's going to be able to get that chicken dinner from Miramar. What a play coming in from them, able to come just crashing into that compound and able to secure the circle for themselves. And it's going to be ISSL who's going to be able to maintain their consistency with that second spot, getting all those placement points racked up. They should be able to now be happy with their performance for the moment. And we'll be looking at Sanok and Rangal as well as the knock comes in from Jimmy. Will Jimmy be able to secure the chicken dinner? But no, Jimmy is going to get that kill and he's going to get taken down. What a chicken dinner that would have been if ISSL just stole it away. But with that, we have Battle Stallion with that 6-7 kill mark. Chicken dinner coming in from Bangladesh. And in second, we have ISSL with that 2 kills. In second place, in third, we have BLK with that 9 kills, and we'll be looking at Sanok and Erangel. 2 more matches to go for the night to end. We'll be able to see the overall standings by the end of today. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back with the Sanok match. Hello, I'm back. Hello everyone and welcome back again. We are here with the Sanok match, so the smallest map in PUBG Mobile. We saw two beautiful chicken dinners, one by ISSL and one by Battle Stallion from Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. So right about now, we'll be looking at how the teams are going to be playing it off. For the moment, we have the team just scouting in positions, trying to get in. I think we'll be seeing an early fight as well. That's going to break off. I think we'll be able to notice at the moment we have teams so close towards each other. It's going to be the side of ExtremeClub, if I'm not wrong. As the spray downs are breaking their way, we'll be able to see. I think it's going to be the fight that's going to be taken against ExtremeClub, but for the moment, it's going to be Bad who's going to get a whole lot of damage. Sorry, it's going to be new player who's going to get a whole lot of damage. It's going to be 1 HP, almost with 1 HP. And now it's going to be some whole troublesome as the teams comes closing in. There's not enough loot for the team as the team is going to clap them. I mean, will they be able to make them in that bad position as Bad is down towards so low HP. It's going to be a new player who's going to be backing off for the moment, trying to get a better angle, trying to get a better vision, but he is down to his low HP. He just needs one bullet away. But right now, we'll be looking at the teams of OPEX, who's going to get those tough angles, going to get the tight angles and try to get this one initial knock so that they can pull up some pressure on towards ExtremeClub. But for the moment, I think ExtremeClub is just backing off. They do not want to take this fight. They know that this fight isn't going to go in their favor. But at the moment, look at that Bad in a whole lot of bad situation coming in from them. We'll be able to see what is going to be happening as you have the teams just trying to stay in that vicinity for the moment. And with that, I think, spots out the player of Bad. The spray down is going to come through. Will he be spotted down is the question. I think the smoke is there. I'm not exactly sure. I think I see the smoke as well. Spray down comes through and the spray down comes in from new player, and Bad is going to get knocked up from that end. Now, pushing their way into the circle, we'll be able to see what is going to be happening as the teams are going to move away from this business. It's going to be Destro is going to try and spot out as the kill come through, but they aren't going to give it that easily for the moment. And with that, the rest of the teams are inside the circle, but we just have 4 teams out of the circle. It's going to be Xtreme Club, it's going to be BLK, INC, and it's going to be B2R, who is out of the circle for the moment. And so many spray downs coming through. Destro somehow managing to escape, and Syndicate Berserk goes into some action against VP. I think that's going to be coming in as Bad getting finished off there. Now we will have to play with a 3-man as Chainsaw gets the revive, quick revive coming through. So no problem there as the teams will have to start moving in with the rotation. It's going to be new player who will have to move in further into the circle for the moment. And with that, we can see we got Funky, Destro, and Wish who's going to just settle there with that 3-seat driving. My god, I think literally with a 3-seater driving coming through, they're going to just crash into that compound for the moment, and or they're going to push into the center of the circle, if I'm not wrong, and try to get as much as placement as possible. So let's see as the team start moving in. Now they need a whole lot of loot coming through from the side of OPEX, as they wasted a whole lot of time on that fight. But the rest of the teams, we have TM7 Syndicate again getting into that action. Syndicate finishing off Snowy. Now it's up to Atom and Grim, who will have to take the fight, because Chainsaw again getting knocked back there. Will he get the revive is the question. I think he won't be able to get the revive. He's going to get finished off by Syndicate. Mad Max and Syndicate, now they are showing what they are capable of. They were able to get those kills secured. Syndicate 2 kills secured already from the side, and VP having a whole lot of bad days. Berserker goes down for the side of Atom. Atom goes down. The 1-for-1 trade-off coming in as Mad Max was able to get the trade-off. Now Grim has to get the revive. Not going to be an easy call. We'll have to see what is going to be happening as the teams start moving into a circle further and further. We'll be able to see what is going to be happening, as now we have the teams just looting in the fray, trying to get as much as healables, especially in terms of healables. They want that first aid kit, they want that heal battles to come through. But right about now, It's going to be Irby who's just settling in there. Might actually take the fight against TM7 if TM7 is able to spot out that Irby is coming in that vicinity. I think it's going to be Fool who is trying to spot out players coming in from the hilltop. But for the moment, we have INC with the late rotation, as well as the team that is coming in from the back end is going to be B2R with the long end rotations coming in. A boat rotation, which is not entirely necessary, but apparently I think they are trying to dock in somewhere across docks and settle in for the moment, as Grim also gets taken down. It's going to be VP coming in with that too soon, and it's going to be Syndicate happy with that 4 kills, as they had 2 bad games. Now they are coming back with those points that they need. And looking at the tabletop teams, I think it would be ISSL, Battle Stallion, it's going to be INC. It might be those teams who are on the tabletop position for the moment. And with that, we have certain teams who are outside the circle at the moment and certain teams who are already inside the circle. That's going to be Mafia gang, who has already committed into a circle. It's going to be Syndicate as well, who is having a good position for the moment. And with that, we have TM7, who might actually take the fight against Irby. Irby with a 3-man will have to play one hell of a tough game. Coming slowly and steadily, they are moving their way into the circle. It's going to be Aizen, who should be able to spot them out. As the spot out, yep, spots out the one play coming through. It's going to be Vish who's going to get taken down there by TM7 Aizen. And it's going to be Funky and Destro who should be able to give the car fire. But Vish is going to get taken down in this vicinity if he comes through. As Jimmy goes down with the spray down on towards Uneven. Let's quickly check out what's happening there. As Viper is going to go down towards 30 HP. Now coming down to the mountain hill. It's going to be ISSL who's going to come crashing in and try to get the skill secured. Now it's going to be Uneven. It's going to be Viper who should be able to get spotted out. But no, Viper doesn't get. Viper gets spotted out by Mamata. Beautifully done there. That's going to be 2 kills secured from that end. And now the rest of the team should be moving away from the vicinity. Yep, Uneven is going to move away. They do not want to take this fight whatsoever right about now. And ISSL, it's going to be Chemist and Beast who's going to be surviving this through. But the rest of the players now, Irby in some really bad trouble, as Vish is going to be the only player surviving. And these 2 players going to be Destro and Funky, the only 2 remaining players in Sandrock, going to go bad their way. It's actually Vish who was able to do the heal battles whenever they played off. So we'll be able to see how these matches are going to be going off, as we have the teams now closing in slowly and steadily with 20 seconds on the clock for the second circle to shift in. NRC on the other hand side, we saw them go down towards BLK in Miramar. Now we'll be able to see if they are able to maintain their points cap. They'll need one good game and they'll be on the tabletop spot, because still so many matches to go. We still have 4 more matches tomorrow. Tomorrow night we'll be coming back with the rest of the final finale day. That's going to be the finale day where we'll be finishing the Ramadan challenge, and we'll be moving into new upcoming tournaments. But we'll be able to see who's going to become that one true champion. With that, for the moment, we have the teams coming in with the late rotations. BLK coming in from the backlines. ISSL might be in some trouble right about now. We'll have to see if ISSL is able to settle this through. It's going to be Sutta who's going to leading the team into coming into the circle. Ville should be able to spot out the players of ISSL, but I think he did not spot out the players of ISSL. But now coming down into the circle, ISSL playing the edge zone. It's going to give them a whole lot of advantage, as we have INC also moving into the circle. Now it's going to be Nigesh going down for the side of Xtreme Club. Nicely done there. Should be able to get the kill secured. It's going to be Mafia gang losing a player as well. So many players losing themselves right about now. Nigesh also getting finished off there. Xtreme Club going to be happy with that 1 kill. And for the moment, with those early kills coming by, ISSL moves themselves further into the circle, as INC also comes in with some hefty rotations, who will be facing the wrath of B4m in a matter of minutes. But let's see how the map goes through as we have the zones shifting in. So we'll be able to see who is going to get the 3rd chicken dinner for tonight, and how the tables are going to turn is the question at hand. So let's see. Stay tuned, guys. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Yeah, with that, looking at Mafia gang, they are going to make the makers of B2R coming right across them. It's going to be Rocky who's going to move away further into a totally different angle, and now he's going to survive this through, as Envoy dishes out a lot of damage. He takes a lot of damage. Not entirely sure from whom. But with that, now the team's moving in. It's going to be ISSL having that back end zone advantage as always. I mean, good rotations coming in from them, but right about now, the teams pushing their way into the circle. It's going to be a hard call for the teams to move in. It's going to be a clustered circle as it's Sandknock. I mean, the smallest map in PUBG Mobile. And now with 58 seconds for the circle to close in, they have a whole lot of matchup to do. They have to play the zone game. For the moment, it's going to be TM7 and NRC who's having the better of the circle. So let's see how further can they move in towards the circle with this zone shift coming in. It's going to be Painan, which is completely free. I mean, we have seen in all three maps, literally one side of the circle is entirely free and the teams can freely move in. But for the moment, we'll be able to see how the shifts are going to come through as we have the teams coming in. It's going to be Toto who's going to get taken down from the side of TM7 Eisen from the far end. And now just crawling himself into the places of getting that revive. The smokes are being thrown in. And he should be able to get the revive. Not entirely sure if that's possible. Yep, he should be able to get the revive. It's going to be Jay who's going to come in for the revive. And now moving into the circle is going to be a tough call for the side of OPEX as he tries to spot out a new player, trying to get those 4-scope spray onto them. But he's going to move into the vicinity of the circle for the moment. As we have ISSL Razor getting the knock on towards Chemis and getting the spray on UnEven. Beast also goes down and UnEven gets eliminated. 4 kills on the board for the side of ISSL. They're going to be really happy and pleased about it. And with that, now moving into the circle, slowly and steadily, trying to cross pathways, trying not to meet anyone for the moment. We have the team just slowly, steadily trying to move in. And now the circle shifting in. The third circle is coming in as the shift comes through. We'll be able to see how the spray downs are going to come through. And now Cruz might meet the makers of none other than Abhi getting knocked there. And now the rest of the teams of Mafia gang need to retaliate as there is literally no one there. That was a 1-for-1 call coming there. And Cruz beautifully taking that 1-for-1 call. And now trying to spot out the players of Mafia. Rashad as B4m on the other hand side. Faces of AZGEDA. That's going to be solo kills being survived there. And now Rashad with the spray down onwards. Cruz, nice control spray. Cruz not having the healables now. Just has 5 bandages to work with. Let's see how further can he go with that 5 bandage working his favor. And with that now, such a crowded circle. We have 13 teams still alive. Just 2 teams getting taken down there. We'll be able to see what is going to be happening as we have Destro and Funky surviving it for the side of Erbio. Now Destro going out of the circle. I think he tries to find off those bandages, trying to get this vehicle so that he can move into the circle. That might be the exact call. And now ISSL might be facing off INC. This might actually turn out to be a bloodbath right out of the start. We'll be having 2 strong teams face off each other. Now looking at Jimmy, he knows that there are players in that vicinity. He's trying to get those initial nade knocks, and then the team will be coming in for the support. But let's see, for the moment, not happening as much as Razor gets the spray down onto its root. Beautifully done there by Razor to get that knock. And now we'll be looking at the rest of the players on how they are going to push through as ISSL again getting the better of the circle. Beautifully done there. And nice predictions coming in, on-point predictions coming in by Mamata. So let's see as ISSL can secure their second chicken dinner. They are going to stay inconsistent for the moment. And Iran goes down for the side of Razor. Another knockback coming through. And now the rush might actually come through. The team can actually rush through. But on the other hand side, Amar getting the knock on towards Mad Max and fishes him off. And now the team pushing through. It's going to be so many of these teams trying to crawl their way into the circle. It's not going to be exactly as expected now as we have Erbio with the beautiful rotations coming in from Painan. Nice smart move coming in from them as B4M. Dinel getting the knock on towards Neo if I'm not wrong. And now Papi from AZGEDA getting that 1-for-1 trade, and Neo's kill getting stolen off there. And now Chen taking a whole lot of damage. Toto goes down there from the end of TM7. That's going to be another knockback coming through. 2 knocks actually coming through for the side of TM7. It's going to be Toto and new player both knocked in this end. And now the fight breaking off against TM7. We'll have to see what the players are going to be as Eddie goes down for the side of Miracle. It's going to be the last remaining player. And now quick heal coming through. It's going to be Jay and Miracle, the only player surviving. Now Jay with the quick revive coming through on towards the side of new player as well. We'll have to see what the caller is going to be as Miracle is going to go in for that rush. He does not want to give it away. Now will the nade cook come through is the question as the spray downs will be coming through. Yet the spray down comes through and doesn't connect as much. And now looking at the rest of the players, look at the spray downs coming through. 3 players on the feet of TM7. Eddie goes down again. And now Miracle on this end, trying to get the knockback and trying to finish him off, TM7. Will TM7 fall short is the question. Straight on coming through, Aizen goes down, Fool is going to be the only player remaining. Nice and coming through, that's going to be the last remaining player as Fool gets taken down as well. That's going to be 5 kills secured for the side of OPEX, and nicely done there. That's going to be a 1v3 coming in from Miracle, and he's going to be happy with that, and he's going to move into the circle. Now further into the circle, we got NRC just sitting there, waiting and lurking, knowing that there are players right behind them. Now they'll have to move into the circle. So let's see what is going to be happening as they have 4 seconds. No, my bad. The circle is shifting in. Now they'll have to push into the circle. As we have first stage and whatnot dropped in. Our new player taking a different angle, trying to take a different move into the circle. As we have the rest of the teams trying to make their way into the circle. We'll have to see how it's going to be played off. I think it's going to be a new player who's going to spot out the players of NRC, if I'm not wrong. Yep, should be able to spot out the players of NRC. Should be giving out the right call. And now B4m on the other hand side, getting some knockbacks onto the side of AZGEDA, doing some trouble there as Envoy on the other hand side, B2R finishes off the side of Xtreme Club Horse, and now K-Mine on the other side, 187 K-Mine getting 1 knock secured for himself, and that's going to be back-to-back knocks coming through from all sorts of angles, from all different angles. It's going to be so many kills being secured there as the team is coming through a close. 11 teams alive, and we have ISSL still surviving the better of the circle. Look at that, Pixie getting the spray down onto his burst and gets the knockback there. 3 kills secured by the side of B2R. Now need to cross paths and make their way into the circle as we have Destro also going down for the side of BLK. It's going to be Funky, the only player surviving. And still, with that smokes and smokes being popped up, with that first stage being thrown in, it's going to be Syndicate actually who's coming in from the back end, who's going to do some whole lot of damage. And now it's going to be Hazen who's going to be able to get the revive from this end, and ISSL going to be happy with that circle shift all to themselves. What a prediction coming in from them. And now ISSL with that 6 kill mark, they might be looking for their high kill chicken dinner. Sanok might actually be their specialized marker, will actually be their specialized map for the moment. And let's see what is going to be the call out as the team need to make their way into the circle. Right now, it's going to be the only player remaining is going to be Todd, and Todd is going to get taken down as well. And 9 teams alive, and NRC with just 2 players remaining. Now ISSL falling short as well. ISSL quickly going down as Razor goes down. Now it's going to be Lucifer, Mammoth, and Jimmy who will have to take the fight against Root, who is just in that vicinity. Jimmy is just going to wait there patiently so that he will be able to secure this kill onto himself. As we have back-to-back knockbacks coming through, it's going to be B2R who's going to come into the vicinity. 6 kills already on the board. And Lucifer totally focusing on a different angle. And now Razor should be able to give some sort of support, some sort of exposure for the side of ISSL. Let's see, 7 kills on the board right about now. As we have again the circle shifting into the favor of ISSL Lucifer. And they're going to be pretty much happy about it as Jimmy comes lurking from the tight angle of getting that nade popped up onto his Pixie. Will he be able to pop the nade? And will he be able to get the knock? No, the damage is there, but he gets Madrox. He gets Madrox, and now Pixie, the only player remaining. He might actually work his way with just nades. He does not have to take the fight. And Pixie, will Pixie go down? No, Pixie doesn't go down for that nade. And now Root coming in from the back end. Root gets taken down there by Lucifer. Nice car fire coming in from him. That's going to be 8 kills secured. Now another nade goes through. Will this be a beautiful, perfect bounce nade? It might actually take down Madrox again. Will Madrox go down again? Nope. I think it was a tiny bit too high. I mean, Jimmy now playing the safe game. He should be knowing that B2R is going to go into that vicinity. So let's see. Madrox goes down. Madrox is going to go down. Madrox doesn't get spotted out by Jimmy. That was some sort of a spray down coming in. Madrox should have got spotted out actually. But now Jimmy might actually miss out that pixel shot. Now Pixie should be able to spot out Jimmy. He should be able to get this knock. But oh, the nade onto Jimmy's face. Beautiful nade coming in from Pixie. Now Razor trying to give that cover support. But we'll have to see. So many fights being breaking off. 10 kills already on the board for ISSL. And now Lucifer on the other hand side. 3 kills. So the 3 teams remaining. 11 kills secured. Already 5 kills by Jimmy and 4 kills by Lucifer. Looking at more devastating plays coming in from ISSL. Relay the player surviving here. Razor goes down. Razor's kill getting finished off. It might be actually all up to Lucifer. The sole survivor, the sole player might actually be able to do. Will he be able to do this all by himself is the question. Let's see Lucifer players coming in. The devil himself in action. It's going to be hashtag devil in action. Hashtag what the boys. Let's see what is going to be happening as Lucifer comes strong now, trying to get the knock on towards Ville, trying to get that nade and trying to finish him off, but Ville isn't going to get taken down. Ville's nades are also not on point. Now Lucifer with that final nade on towards Ville. Will this do him good? Nope. Ville is down towards Solo. Another nade coming through. This should be the finishing nade, and that is the finishing nade coming in from Lucifer. Now 5 kills for all Lucifer as well. Now the 1v2. The 1v2 against B2R. We are looking at Lucifer trying to get the 1v2. There goes the Molto. The Molto isn't going to be cooking off, as B2R knows that he does not have the circle to himself. Now it's going to be a whole lot of trouble, as Lucifer does not have the nades as well to push through. The nade going through, the Molto actually going through. Will B2R be able to take the knockback against him? And now Lucifer just waiting there, trying to get that initial knock. He should be able to, but Lucifer getting so low down towards that, trying to back himself up. Now Madrox will be going in for that rush and trying to get that chicken dinner. Yup, and B2R finally with that chicken dinner coming in strong against ISSL. But ISSL with those skills and consistent performance. Again a #2 coming in with 12 kills. And look at that. In first place, your chicken dinner team, none other than B2R with that 5-6 kills, with that 6 kill mark. Amazing plays coming in from each and every team. And now we'll be going in with the last and final match for tonight. And then we'll be able to see the standings, how they result. And right now we can say ISSL is clear, looking at the championship title with 1 chicken dinner and double second place coming in with that high kills, actually with 12 massive kills. And in third we have BLK, none other than BLK, an underdog team coming up on top. We'll be able to see the players in the last and final game, and we'll be coming into a conclusion on how the table standings are and how tomorrow is going to end and who's going to end up being the one true champion. So we'll be back shortly with their angle, so stay tuned guys. Monkey here. Hello. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here with the last and final match, so we'll be able to see the current point standing by the end of today, and then we'll be moving into the last 4 matches that will be held tomorrow. So let's see. For the moment, we saw ISSL with total consistency, a chicken dinner and 2 second place. Comeback is possible from the rest of the teams. So let's see what sort of action is going to pave the way for them, as they will be moving in towards the circle in a matter of minutes, as the circle shifts in 49 seconds. Right about now, all of the teams usually in their usual drop locations, just looting up as much as possible. Right now we have a more center zone towards Pochinki. I think we'll be able to see some really good action as we will be moving in slowly and steadily. For the moment, looking at the split loots coming in from the teams, we'll be able to see how and who is going to get the better of the circle. And right now, Urbu and RGC Syndicate is going to get the best favor. And today, I think, is the day of clutches. I mean, we saw some really good clutches coming in from different teams. So let's see in this match what sort of a play is going to come through. Will ISSL be getting another chicken dinner? That's going to boost their points to another lead, I would say, another huge gap where teams won't be able to catch up to that lead. But let's see. For the moment, ISSL doing pretty good. So not going to jinx it for the moment. They will be looking at another chicken dinner because they want to take the championship title. They are all about becoming champions right now. So let's see. Let's see what sort of an action is going to come in from them. As we have the teams moving in now, little by little, they need to move in as the first circle comes to a close. I think ISSL did not have much of a time to go in for their loot. So let's see. Right now we have Lucifer and Razor on this end trying to get as much as their loot as possible. You know, Milja Power is a place filled with more than enough loot for the teams to move in. So let's see at the moment, you know, getting all those first aids racked up, getting all those guns. And right now, I think, yep, Lucifer should be able to get that M4, an AKM for close range. And now we'll be looking at moving into the circle. So let's see. With this last match to go, the teams will be preparing for the finale day. That's going to be tomorrow. And as usual, it will be a routine of a wrangle, Miramar, Sanok, and an wrangle. And then we'll be coming in to see who your MVP is and who's going to be the champions. And yep, with that, definitely comment down below on who you think is going to become the champions, or who is going to win in. Who is going to win in this chicken dinner of this finale game for tonight, and who will be looking at extending their points. So we have the circle shifting in 800 meters for the circle to shift in. So everyone just getting their loot sorted, getting those vehicles sorted, and now in a matter of minutes they'll be moving in towards the circle. So we'll be able to settle in their position. Nobody is going to get into any intense action as they will be moving into the circle. So we're just going to sitting ducks here, seeing how well their loot going to be sufficient. For now, everyone will be looking for that M416, will be looking for that UMP, and if you got a sniper, we'll be looking at a Kar 98 and M24, or even a Mosaic Nugget. So let's see. Right now we are looking at Team INC, who is already moving in towards the circle. I mean, they are going into their usual spots, you know, trying to get those checkpoints secured so that they can move in further into the circle with the circle shifts coming through. with that B4M, we got Dinel, Cyclone, Bishop, and Chen, who will be slowly and steadily trying to make their way into the circle. Towards the latter end, I think we saw a lot of teams who have not managed to show their top performance. So we'll be able to see how well are they going to be doing in day 2 as well. With that, we have the teams already, just trying to loot more and more as possible. They want full loot to themselves. I mean, right now we can see that there is not much first aid, not much painkillers, not much energy drinks to work with. So let's see. As we have the circle shifting all towards the way of NRC. I think NRC having the better of the circle won't be going towards yeah, definitely won't be going towards military base. Not exactly sure how the hard shift will come through, but for the moment everyone just settling in, trying to loot as much as possible. And then they'll be moving into the circle, and right now INC moving into the way of Aizen. Aizen might be meeting the makers of INC. Will he be able to get that initial knock is the question. Moving in towards the fray of INC, he just decides to back away. He does not want to get into any whatsoever action. So let's see what is he going to be giving the call out as. For the moment, getting that did secured, Aizen might be looking, to get this initial knockback. So trying to spot out the players of INC. He might actually get that one knock and finish them off. The thirst might actually come through. Now INC is in a pretty trapped position, I would say. As we have TM7 Fool trying to get that knock on towards INC. As Eddie comes so close, Eddie will be going in with the rush. Now the nade cook coming through. Eddie should be able to get this nade cook, but the nade should be doing the damage. The nade does a lot of damage, and now Eddie down to his 1 HP. The cover fires are there for the team, but look at that, so much of them just crashing in, crumbling into that version as Eddie gets finished off. Eddie shouldn't have gone in for that rush all by himself, and beautifully executed plays. He was not able to get the cover fire from his teammate as Kara goes down for the side of Mad Max, and he's going to get finished off as well. And now he's all up to Fool and Aizen, the only 2 players remaining. So we'll have to see what is going to be breaking way as the teams are going to move in further into the circle. We'll be able to see what is going to be happening as we have 3 to 4 teams all clustered together. Now TM7 Fool making his way into the side of Aizen, trying to give support towards Aizen. So let's see. As we have Doom going down from this end towards Syndicate, who was able to get the knock there, and now quick throws coming through, quick space coming through. I'm not exactly sure if Doom is able to get the revive. As Hazen quickly moving in towards a better angle. He does not want to stay in that same exact angle, and now Hazen might actually come for the revive. He secures his vehicle, and now trying to get the revive there. Nope, he decides to move away, tries to get Doom in a better place, but no, Armory down to his low HP, and now the back throws are coming through from RGC Syndicate, trying to get those knocks. Aizen gets the knock on towards Johnny. Nice net coming through from him, and now Uneven also making their way into the position of the warehouse. There's so many teams all clustered towards one another, and now looking at another fight breaking off. I think it's going to be BLK who is going to get trapped in a sandwich position coming in towards BLK. Sutta goes down for the side of Torda. That's going to give one knock as Miracle finishes off the kill. And now looking at the rest of the players, I think back-to-back sprays will be coming down for the side of BLK as Thor finishes off Aizen, and GM7 is going to get eliminated from the phase of Erangel. Now with so many sprays coming down, we'll have to see as we have new player on this end who is able to do an amazing clutch as well. So let's see, let's quickly move in towards looking at other teams as well. We have Berserk, who is almost close towards the side of NRC. That's going to be NRC Susti, who has come crashing in, trying to take the fight so close to your team. There's going to be some early fights, some early clashes coming towards their way as Berserker. He's trying to get the headshot. Will he be able to get the headshot is the question. Goes out with the headshot. Amari goes down. Nice headshot coming here from Berserk. What an amazing headshot that would be, as BLK Billy on the dance side. That's going to be so many fights breaking from so many directions. And now another knock coming through as Mencho gets the knock onto us Jay, as Miracle gets the finish off there. And now new player is going to be the only player remaining as Mencho goes down. Now the support needs to come through from the players of OPEX, as Miracle is trying to get the spray down there. Spray downs coming through from Ville as he tries to get the knock. We'll have to see what's going to be the call as Ville goes down from this end. And now it's going to be the last remaining player. It's going to be Rock, the only player, down to his low HP. As we have the spray downs coming through, it's going to be Miracle who's going to go with the 1v1, trying to get the situation on the cover. Goes on with the Eagle. Let's go with the Eagle view to watch what is happening as Rock is trying to get the spray down, but the Rock goes down. That's beautiful standard situation, but Jay just falling short there. Now new players should be able to get the revive if I'm not wrong. There's going to be another 4 kills coming under the name for the side of OPEX as they get the kill secured. And now NRC is the other team. 3 knocks getting with that one nade. I think it was Hudson with a beautiful nade. And now the team is going to get taken down as Mibzal is going to be the last remaining player. And he's not going to be able to survive this through as NRC come up on top. Beautifully done by NRC to secure those 3 kills. Now the spray down coming through as Razor, as ISSL also into some action. What a prediction coming through from the teams as INC also going into some team action against the side of Urbu. Back-to-back fights breaking through. This early 3rd circle has only broken way. And now the nade coming through might actually go towards the way of Destro, but that spray down, that nade's coming through. Destro might be able to actually get the knockback onto the side of Iran. We'll have to see what the call out is going to be as the team goes crashing in. Now it's going to be Johnny who might actually get taken down. Not entirely sure against the side. Now they might be looking for that bottom angle as Destro might actually get the spray down onto his Thor, but Destro goes down for the side of Thor, and that nade coming through. Johnny down towards 1 HP, and Iran gets finished off there from all the way from a different angle as Pizza gets that Car 98 kill finish onto him. And now Thor goes down as well. Johnny going to be the last remaining player as Johnny will have to survive it through. Johnny will be going down. Johnny goes down for the side of Funky. The cover fire isn't going to be possible as Root gives the cover fire a bit too late as Wish is going to be the only remaining player. Now the smokes need to be thrown in as Root comes crashing in. The last remaining player. We'll have to see how the fight is going to be breaking away as Wish comes in so close towards him and guys get the fight, but no, he goes down as Root gets the drop shot on him. Thor should be able to get the revive as Root just comes down, and now he's going to be able to get the revive onto him. As the rest of the teams make their way in, Mibzal is just going to survive through from Syndicate. He's just going to play it for the placement for the moment as we have another team from the back end. That's going to be AZGEDA who's going to come crashing in. Might actually notice the footsteps of the players. We'll have to see as the team, trying to get a high advantage. It's going to be Susti who is so close towards them. As the players will be trying to move themselves inside the circle. We have players, just getting trampled by those vehicles, getting destroyed by vehicles as well. Not entirely sure what's happening there as we have the teams now moving in steadily. I think we have teams who are rotating in, trying to get a better angle as Mibzal gets the knock on towards Amare. Out of nowhere, Mibzal gets the knock on to Amare. Actually, Amare, I think, dropped down. That was the case, I think, if I'm not wrong. And ISSL now getting some kills secured under their name as well. 2 kills secured already as we have Miracle goes down for the side of Rashad. That's going to be a nice knock, clean knock coming through. And now the team might be looking to support, but we'll have to see if they are able to actually get the support as spray downs come from different angles, from different directions. Now Rashad is going to make his way into the circle as we have the spray downs coming through from Torta but not connecting as much. Now looking at the dead center of the circle, we have Uneven. What a prediction coming through. I mean, they were able to get that compound all to themselves. It was completely free and they made use of that time, and what a way to crash into the compound. And now Susti, I think, having a bit of a trouble against AZGEDA's, but he requests support of his teammates, and now the support is there. He should be able to finish off this fight and focus on the circle. So let's see if he is able to do so. Now the team, just the tap shots coming through from new player, but not connecting as much. Now Rocky might actually get the vehicle and start moving in as Metal goes down, but not connecting as much. Now they do not have the vehicles to work with. The smoke should be thrown in and they should focus on the circle. So let's see what the call out is going to be as the teams need to start moving into the rotation onto the circles. And now, right about now, the team just coming in. I think it's going to be an Uber service, if I'm not wrong. That's the only thing that they can play it off for the moment. As Medical gets the knock on towards Rashad, now they'll be trying to move into the circle as they are so low towards HP. And now quickly getting into that vehicle, we'll be able to see what is going to be the call out as we have all 3 of them down towards so low HP, moving in towards the circle, trying to push their way into the circle. There should be spray downs coming through. through. Yep, the spray downs are there. Miracle might actually get knocked out, but no, they did not get knocked out. But now it's going to be Xtreme Club who's going to dish out some damage. The vehicle is going to get exploded, but no, somehow they managed to survive this through. Jordan gets finished up. Hello, Amish, can you hear? Bad connection drop. Okay, with that, we'll be looking at the fourth circle closing in, and we still have ISSL still surviving this through. Sorry, we have ISSL still surviving this through, and now we have B2R getting into some action against B4m. It's going to be Bishop, the only player remaining. Bishop might actually go with a spray down on towards Team VP, try to spot out the players, and now he goes out with the spray down, but he gets taken down by Chainsaw, and that's going to be another kill secured under his name. And now ISSL on the other hand side, getting some spray down on towards the side of B2R. Nice spray down coming through, now trying to get the tap shots on towards Ernie, the last remaining player, but he's not exactly getting the big cell shot. There are 2 kills secured already for the side of ISSL. Now with the circle shifting in, it's going to go all the way towards the side of INC and NRC. Doom and Hazin are the only 2 players going to survive this through as B2R gets finished off there. That's going to be an FT 4 kill points being secured by the side of ISSL. More kills getting racked up, and now they are into the top 7 spots with 19 players remaining through as we have Uneven trying to spray down the side of ISSL. Now coming into the circle onto that edge plays. Beautiful edge plays being done by ISSL. We saw this right throughout the 4 matches. They literally played in the edge, and now Mafia Rashad, who is coming in from the back end, trying to get those placement with that zone. I mean, not even 50% of the circle, but I think he'll be able to come close towards a second place if he plays it right. So let's see what the plan is all the way towards Mafia Rashad. And right now, Doom on the other hand side, with just 3 first stays, he will have to play the edge, and NRC Hazin, who is playing the dead center. That's going to be a new call out. I mean, how is he going to reach up to the top is the question. I mean, he is able to. Yep, he should be able to reach up to the top. And now he should be able to get the spray down onto his horse. Gets the spray down, but doesn't connect as much. Now he's technically going to fall back because he is going to get taken down if he ends up in that position. Now ISSL, I think Team BB might be getting taken down. Yep, BB comes crashing in as Snowy goes down. Chainsaw gets the knock on towards Jimmy, Andres, and now Mamata and Lucifer, only the players survive. Now it's going to be Mamata actually. And Lucifer down towards solo HP. It's going to be 7 kills secured. All 3 players knocked out. But Mamata surviving this through. Pops out a huge range of smokes. Trying to recall his teammates. Trying to revive his teammates now. We'll have to see how the revive comes through. Will ISSL survive this through? Because INC is dishing out a whole lot of damage for the side of ISSL. With that being said, INC and NRC having the better of the circle. Rashad still should be able to play it off, as he should be able to know that, you know, the circle is there in the water area, and he should be able to get as much as points secured. Sorry, as much as points secured for the side of them, as INC on that side. 6 kills on the board, looking for their chicken dinner. Just 2 players surviving too. It's going to be Root and Thor, and now trying to get those ammo sorted for the final circles. And now the actual crash and burn might come through from ISSL. We'll have to see the call out as the smokes are being deployed from the side of ISSL. Now with 7 kills on the board, onto the top 5 spots. Mamata getting a whole lot of damage with the circle moving in. I think they are down towards no vehicles. That might be the call. They are down towards no vehicles, but ISL Lucifer on the dance side trying to get another vehicle from a different vicinity, and now trying to move into the circle. They might actually have to take the fight against the side of INC, pushing their way all the way in, crashing in. Now Lucifer coming in, crashing in. Should be able to get the spray down onto a road. Gets one. Will he be able to get the second one? It's going to be Thor versus Lucifer. The one-on-one situation. Spray down coming through. Will he be? No, Lucifer goes down. Now it's up to Razor. Razor, will he be able to push through? Mafia goes down. Razor going to be the last player surviving. What a survival instinct. He's just coming in, crawling into the circle, not doing anything. Now he's going to go with that first aid. And he's just going to survive this through. Will he be able to survive into that top 3 spot? This is total survival play coming through as Thor was able to survive. He was able to actually hold up the team, and now trying to spot out that last player. I think he won't be able to spot out the last player as Thor down to his low HP. Now they'll have to push into the circle. The smokes are being thrown in. We'll have to see what is going to be happening as the smokes are being drawn in towards the side of Razor. Now coming into the circle. He's just waiting there. It's going to be uneven. The team who is doing miraculous performances. Now Root taking down Beast and now trying to spray them down through the smoke. Not going to make any connections as Rashad gets the knock on towards Viper. Rashad is doing damage way down below. He is doing a whole lot of damage way down below. Now going into that eagle view. Let's see what is going to be happening as NRC gets finished off there. Rashad still surviving through. Razor gets the knock on towards Root. Gets the finish there. And now Thor going to be the only player surviving. He should be knowing that there is one solo player there. As Razor surviving into the top 4 spots. He should be able to do some heavy damage. Will he be able to spot out Thor? Goes down with the spray down. Thor down to his low HP. He can actually clutch this out for the team of ISSL. We'll have to see what the call out is going to be. Thor does not have the zone. He has 2 meters inside the circle. He can actually make it 2 meters. Yep, he has the circle now. All he needs to do is survive this through. Razor down towards the open spaces. Paying attention to Thor as much as possible. As Thor is trying to spot out where on earth is he. That is that one takedown that he needs to take. And now looking at that tiny pixel shot, he might actually be able to get. Yep, he gets that pixel shot. And now again down towards 50 HP. Thor losing a whole lot of health there. We'll have to see what is going to be the call out as he just keeps his ADAs on towards Thor. Razor, he's sharp as ever. Just waiting there, trying to get that initial knock. The nades are being thrown in, but nothing is going to do any damage. Oh, the nade! Right on towards Razor. So many of these nades coming through. It's going to be a whole lot of damage. The amount of nades being dished out. He needs to go with that first aid. And now Thor trying to dish out more of these damages. But no, Razor survives through. He's a survivor. He's on with that full instinct of survival. Now Thor should be paying attention towards Uneven as well. Uneven might be looking for their first chicken dinner. Amazing plays coming in from Uneven as well. They know that there is one player there, but they don't know where is Razor. Razor just in that edge place. Razor should be able to spot out Pizza, but does not get that initial knock. And now Pizza might be able to. Pizza gets taken down. And now Razor with that clutch, will he be able to do it? Razor should be able to spot him out. Gets another one. Now with the clutch, will Razor be able to do 1v3? Razor with the 1v3. Razor clutches it for ISSL. What an amazing chicken dinner coming in from ISSL. Unbelievable clutch coming in from Razor. That amazing 1v3 on towards Uneven. Literally out of words. What a performance by ISSL. Double chicken dinners and 2 second plays. Are these your champion is the question at hand. The second day will decide for sure, but right now they are skyrocketing on the table. Nothing else to say. ISSL, Razor with that boom, survival and clutch. This is total survival instinct coming in from ISSL, and they are in it to win it. We'll be looking at the rest of the 4 matches tomorrow. I'm literally out of words, and I'll be coming back tomorrow. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in on these grand finals of day 1. So much of hype and so much of clutches. We saw amazing clutches today, and this is not what you see in your everyday grand finals. So we'll be coming back tomorrow with more and more interesting matches with the updated table as well. So stay tuned guys. We'll be coming back tomorrow with the last and finale day. So thank you so much everyone for joining in. Have a good night and stay safe.